Welcome back to my channel, DebtFree CF. I know I've been missing for a teeny bit. Summer just has kind of gotten away from me with some of the travels. So I am here to do the setup for my August 2018 budget. And I've got some of the numbers already filled in, and we'll just go through it really quick. And then you can come back to check my monthly progress and then the recap at the end of the month as well. Everything's pretty stabilized with the income that I'm getting. It does vary just a teeny bit based off of how many sick days or vacation days that I take. I'm not sure why they calculate just a little different, probably because I work night shifts, so I get a differential. I'm not sure if the vacation days actually take that into account, but I've got in my estimated numbers for the income, including some of the amount that will come from my roommate for bills such as rent and utilities. And then I fill in the actual as the month progresses. So I did already get a paycheck at the very beginning of the month. I get those on Thursdays, so it happened to be on the 2nd, which means that I just went ahead and filled this in already. And then groceries, we have gotten it down a little bit below 200, but I leave 200 a little bit as a buffer. So sometimes when we go out to eat, when it's just the two of us, then I'll put that in groceries. But if we go out to eat with friends, my partner and I, then sometimes that'll go in under the miscellaneous kind of like fun spending, because we wouldn't have gone if we weren't planning to go spend time with the friends. So it's kind of a different entertainment type category. Utilities, we did get this to go down. Last month it was around 130 to 140. The main reason that this went down so far is that our internet had actually gone up to almost $70, and we called the internet company and threatened to leave for their competitor, and they dropped our internet price. So we wanted it to just stay the same rather than to go up, but they actually gave us a $10 cheaper internet plan for the same speed and everything. So if your utilities go up for some reason, especially if it's something that's not like the water bill, try calling them and see if you can negotiate something where you don't end up paying more, because you're getting the same service, so why would you pay more? Gas, I'm going to be doing a little bit more driving around, and that means that I have to plan ahead for some more gas. It's also a little bit strange because last month, part of the hecticness and why some things didn't get done, like on YouTube, my car died, and I knew that this was coming. I've had a car repair replace fund for a while, and I've been funding that. I'm still a little bit shy of what I would have preferred, and that's because I was sending so much to retirement, not really making the car replacement fully funded as a priority. But now I do need to make it as a priority, so I'm going to temporarily stop sending to retirement for the next couple months to get the car replacement fund as high as I would like, so that I've got more choices. I obviously don't want to spend the entire fund, but it's better to have more than I need than not have enough. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But back to cars, that means that I'm going to be borrowing my roommate's car for some of the drives that I have to do. And the car, I guess, probably has about the same miles per gallon, but I will feel more obligation to be paying to put gas in there than if I just borrowed it like once a month instead of, like every other day for a couple months. So I'm just going to put some more in that to make sure that I'm covering what I'm using. And then rent doesn't change, cell phone plan hasn't changed. Pets, we're not doing a food order this month as far as I know. So I guess that means that this would just be the regular 90. And I think there's one time, actually, no, not this month. I don't think there's any times that I'm out of town that we need any pet care, so I think we're good on that. So just the regular $90 that we put in, or whoops, $96 that we put in monthly to cover the day-to-day, like vaccinations that are coming up, preparing for that. So got that amount in there. I'll have to double check if this beginning number is actually correct. I think it might be a little lower. And then various healthcare therapy appointments, physical therapy, health insurance that comes out of that I have to pay out of my check, that kind of thing. Car insurance, I'm still paying that even though my car died. I haven't officially recycled it and gotten it unregistered with the DMV or out of my name. So that I still am covering. And then hopefully I will just do a smooth transition to a different vehicle and just update the insurance. Although I am going to separate my insurance finally from my family plan, partly because I know that I can get grandfathered in under the loyalty or like the number of years of being with my insurance from my parents, but then it'll be a separate bill. It'll come directly to me. It'll be the vehicle that's fully in my name, that's not like co-registered with a parent's name on it, and then I won't be on my parents' insurance eligible to drive any of their cars because I don't live near them. So that's coming up. And then there's a couple things where I'm buying some tickets ahead of time for some events, and then I just know that I've got a few weekend plans throughout the month for fun, entertainment, etc. So I'm roughly estimating around 300. It might be closer to 350. I guess I should maybe just be cautious and do 350 instead of 300. And then one thing I noticed was when I changed this pet value, this auto calculation did not add up, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, minus that. I wonder why that is. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So we've got that fixed, which means I then need to adjust how much I'm going to be saving. So clear that out, and the amount that I want in there is the amount that's left. So basically this savings is not going to go into savings proper, it's going to go straight into the car repair fund. So for now we're just going to set this equal to this cell, and that gets me to my goal of about 7,000. I'm hoping to spend more like 5, but I just want to make sure I have enough. And that's kind of the plan coming up. Just kind of a review of the right-hand side. I do track my $1,000 baby emergency fund into a separate account, so that's the only reason I list them separately. Otherwise, your fully funded emergency fund for 3 to 6 months, 3 to 8 months, whatever you're comfortable with, would be all together. This is probably more accurately going to be like 5,500 because it'll be a majority of the car replacement fund is overlapping with my emergency fund, like any amount over the 3 to 6 months that I need. My retirement calculation is 6% of my paycheck gets sent to a company retirement plan and matched by my employer, and then the other part goes into my Roth IRA, which is what this number is. And I've already got 3,000 out of the 5,500 allowed for the year in there. I would have finished funding that this month, well, last month and this month combined, if my car had not died. So that's on temporary hold, and that will probably get completed in November after I've decided on a car, made a purchase, and waited a little bit to make sure there's not anything mechanically that needs to be fixed right off the bat that somehow gets missed during the purchase. But that's kind of where I'm at. I'd be interested to see where you're all at. Leave some comments if you have any questions. You can put those below, and otherwise you can like the video, and we'll see you when I do a August budget check-in. Thanks for watching.